Let's bow our heads for a minute. Eternal God, thanks. Thanks very much for this great opportunity to be together as a visitation and reunion as part of Megan and Sean's wedding this afternoon. Bless this food and bless all those that have made it possible for what we're about to receive. Amen.
All right. So we'd like to start tonight by introducing ourselves and the bridal party.
Hi everyone, I'm Brett Ryan. I'm Megan's first cousin. I've known her for her entire life. I've only known Sean a few years, but he somehow stumbled into the Stashik Fantasy Football League. I'd also like to point out he's currently in last place. All kidding aside, they make a great couple. One of the only couples that us Ryans would leave the hunt camp for on the first Saturday.
And hello, everyone. My name is Chris Graham, for those who don't know me. I'm cousin of the bride, Megan, and have been good friends with Sean for about 15 years. I got to be close friends with Sean throughout high school. Between sports and drunken stupors, Sean has a story for pretty near every event. I'm thrilled for you and Megan, and look forward to having you not only as friend, but family moving forward. You want to?
Yeah, I'll read that part. Okay. We're now going to start introducing the bridesmaid and groomsmen and how they know Megan and Sean. If you guys will just give us a wave or stand up, that'd be great.
Groomsmen, Travis, stand up. So Trav's best man and longtime friend of Sean and new dad. So congrats, Travis. Hopefully his son doesn't end up with curly hair or his bad golf game. Joey. Where's Joey? So Joey is a longtime friend of Sean. Joey really wanted Sean to hire a bud tender tonight, but it wasn't in his budget. If you're looking for that type of service tonight, Joey is available. He'll be zoned out, staring at the back wall by 11. Brendan. What you got? So Brendan is Megan's only younger brother. Brandon is a chef and is going to be the harshest food critic for tonight. That's all I got for you, man. I'll take it. There you go. You can sit down. You can sit down. Oh, okay.
Keep waiting.
Keep waiting, yeah. Dusty. Dusty's a longtime friend of Sean. I like Dusty, and I couldn't bring myself to throw a jab at you, man. Shogman? Sean. So, this guy's parents must have really wanted to make your life complicated with a name like that. But it says here you're Megan's favorite still, so there you go, man. Hats off. Dave. Stand up, Dave. Longtime friend of the groom. There's a lot that could be said about Dave. Ruby. Just keep her between the lines, bud. That's all I got for you, man. Skinny. Longtime friend of the groom. If you're ever looking for the guy at the party with the guitar playing Wonderwall, look no further. We got Nate. Where are you, Nate? Come on, Nate. Nate was Sean's roommate for many years. Too many years. Yeah. And he liked it so much, he came back to live with him even after he had a fiance and a kid. The groomsmen for the night.
All right, bridesmaids. We're starting off with Brittany. Please stand. Brittany, longtime friend of the bride and Megan's traveling buddy, even though she has a horrible sense of direction and struggles with time changes. You're good, yeah. Up next, we got Eilish. Longtime friend of the bride. If you need to know anything about the Kardashians or any reality TV star, Eilish is your girl. Up next, we got Jaden, Megan's youngest sister, and currently, Birkenstock enthusiast. I'm pretty sure she can bench press me, so I'm going to keep it light here. Moving on to Mackenzie. Middle sister of the bride. Megan's only sister that she is not afraid of. Up next, we have Allison. Sean's sister and former tenant of Megan and Sean. Allison definitely streams Disney Plus more than your kids at home, folks. Next, we have Jess. Oh yeah, stand up. Megan's oldest friend. She's a Tostito enthusiast and can clean a house faster than anybody that you know. Up next, Jordan. Longtime friend of the bride. Megan and Jordan actually first met in the 9th grade math class. Jordan has always said she would never have passed grade 9 without Megan. Funny that Jordan ended up being the accountant out of the two. Up next is Aaron. Yeah. Megan's cousin, friend, older sister, and every so often she gets mistaken as Uncle Kenny's wife. That's all we got. And that's the bridesmaids.
We're going to start with the speeches tonight. I'd like to have up the groom's father, Earl Delaire.
Hi, everyone. Thanks for coming tonight. It's great to see some lovely faces, and congratulations to everybody today. I'm going to start it off as far as going Beauty and the Beast. So let's talk about the Beast first, okay? So Sean, we've been together for a long time, and I've seen you grow up. I've seen you become the man you are, the professional you are, the husband you are, and the father you are. I can only say that I'm very proud of you, I respect you, and I love you. Now for Beauty. Megan, thanks for taking him off our hands, okay? Okay? Yeah, I can't speak on Sharon's behalf, but I think she agrees on that as well, too. So, listen, I see the joy you bring to him. I see the joy you bring to Will. I love coming up and seeing you folks all the time. You make me very welcome. And what can I say? I can't say that welcome to the family, because I think you've already been part of the family for the last number of years anyway, so since you've met. So, but congratulations. One last thing I would like to say is that I think right now that your grandparents, Sean, would be looking down at you. Especially today would have been my dad's 101st birthday. So I'm sure they're looking down and very proud on you. So, okay? I wish you all the best, okay?
Thanks, Earl, for mentioning the Beauty and the Beast. Up next, we got Ken and Sherry.
Well, hello, everyone. I hope everybody's doing well. I'm Ken, and this is my wife, Sherry. And obviously, we're Megan's parents. And obviously, we would like to first thank everybody for coming and joining us today in celebrating Sean and Megan's wedding. It's great to see you all. And we're glad that you're supporting both of them today. You all have contributed to their lives, and we hope you enjoy this evening.
Megan was our firstborn, yes, of 4. And back in 1994, life didn't change much for us. She was an easy baby, and we could bring her anywhere, and she'd sleep anywhere. In fact, things haven't changed much because she can still sleep almost anytime, anywhere.
So we were both 25 when we had Megan, and first grandchild on the Stanton side, table over there, and the 12th on the Stashik side. We can honestly say that we grew up alongside her. She always has been there for Brendan, Mackenzie, and Jaden. Thank you, Megan, for leading the way, with exception of your Starbucks influence on Mac and Jane.
Megan has always been fiercely loyal to family, friends, and tradition. And that was evident today as Megan and Sean chose to be married at St. Michael's Church in Fitzroy Harbor. What a beautiful day, what a beautiful setting for today's celebration. This truly means a lot to many people, but most importantly, her grandparents, George and Janet Stanton, who, by the way, recently celebrated 54 years of marriage themselves. So having Grandma doing a reading and Grandpa ringing the bells, some things we'll always remember.
Yes, dear. Megan is organized, very organized. Loves to decorate, do crafts, and give gifts. And wrap Christmas presents. You're right, Roxanne. Roxanne, you messed me up. And she thinks of others. There you go. So it's no surprise that these skills have led her in a career path of event management. Birthdays, special occasions are always, well, a little over the top. Thoughtful and extreme when Megan is around.
She's not my daughter. I attribute Meg's passion and skills to the time that she spent with her Aunt Penny. Crafting on Sundays, setting tables, scheming together. We know that Penny is smiling down from above. She's so very proud of you, with Erin at your side, and of course, beautiful little Quinn as flower girl. We all miss her so very much.
Right. So Megan spent a lot of time with my dad, her grandfather, and otherwise known as G-Bob. Memories that come to mind are church on Sundays. Then, of course, we went to breakfast at PJ's, family dinners, and planting potatoes in my famous garden. It was important to Megan to include all of her siblings today and their large wedding party that shows, very large, it shows that friends are also like family. We also feel the same way about our friends. Megan's godparents, Chuck and Tina Mills. We consider them family. And also the Redmonds, who live in our subdivision as well.
Partners in crime. Partners in crime.
Partners in crime. It's very long. So, just a little story about today. Some of you kind of know, so I'll go through it. So, what happened was, Megan told me to be ready by 12, so I was there, dressed, at 10 to 12.
He's ad-libbing now.
So, yes. So I go back in the room, and Sherry was told to put on her dress, and Sherry zipped down the dress, and the zipper went flying. So she was backless, I guess you could say. Makeup was done, hair was done, tears were borderline. I said, well, I'll go buy another dress.
Like an hour and a half before. Yeah.
An hour and a half before. So where are you going to find that? So at any rate, so I said, well, let's phone Meg. Phone Meg? What are you talking about? I said, well, then phone Steph. So Steph organized everything. Greg got back from a hockey tournament this morning and shuttled off this particular dress because the other one was done. So we love our neighbors and friends for sure. And we had another little problem with Brendan's tux, so it was a little problem event for sure. Pants were too short. Vest was a little tight, and they had to drop it out this morning. So it was quite a day.
That just might be the scotch. So over the years, Jordan, Aaron, the girls have been in and out of our home. Lots of tanning dates, wine, pool time, wine, road tours, wine, girls' weekends, wine, stepbrother quotes, and did I say wine? Also lots of tours, Paris, New York, Gavin's. One thing I've learned, that if Jess phones, it's never good news. Her call always starts with, hey Cher, it's Jess. Everything's going to be okay. Don't worry, but you can come and pick us up soon. Or, it's okay. Meg's just going by ambulance. But don't worry, Brett's with her. And Brendan's meeting them there. Boy, that makes me feel a lot better.
Here we go. Megan has always been a spectator of sports. She loves to watch, not so much to participate. So this will be funny for some of you. I was definitely the patient parent or coach from early t-ball to basketball, where I wouldn't even let Sherry go see her play because Sherry's too competitive. Megan did take a fitness class in high school and ran a 10K with Brittany, and still has the bragging rights that she beat Brendan's time.
So in comes Sean, lover of all sports. Fits right in with the family discussions, sports pools, etc. Grew up with Chris, played basketball with him and Derek, loves golf. Actually, maybe he loves golf too much. I think golf is Megan's biggest competition. And one question, is he really as good as he thinks he is?
Speaking of golf, the way I see it, Megan is now the marshal. According to the definition, marshals are responsible for monitoring the pace of play, reminding those that fall out of position of ways to speed up the pace, ensuring policies are followed, in addition, providing high quality of customer service. Sean, you may have nice clubs, but Megan's holds your balls now.
On a serious note, Sean, you're also loyal to family. When COVID hit, he moved Megan and Will back in with us in order to protect them as he was working in healthcare front lines, surrounded by a COVID outbreak. 6 weeks of visiting outside from a distance, your wife-to-be and your newborn son through a window. Heartbreaking to say the least, but he felt it was the right thing to do. His job shifted as well from recreational therapy with the elderly to facilitating some last calls with families of COVID patients. Sean, we can't even imagine the emotional toll that took on you, but you did it with strength, compassion, and grace, and we will always be proud of you for doing that.
These two are dog lovers. First we had visits from Wilno, and then Winnie joined the family. We certainly enjoy the pups. Winnie even helped Sean propose.
And together they've brought Will into our lives. Wow, he's truly an amazing little boy, and also a very cute ring bearer, who has brought laughter, love, and excitement to all of our families. You both have been fantastic parents and have started a wonderful family. We are so proud. Will is so fortunate to love and be loved by his parents, his grandparents, great-grandparents, aunts, uncles, great-aunts, and great-uncles, and lots of generations of cousins.
Looking over at Chris and Bart, I got the old time. So one more little story, kind of a rewind. The first time Sherry and I met Sharon, Sean's mom. Sherry and I were invited to join them for dinner at Crave in our Empire. I was kind of worried that Megan was expecting, and they were going to announce that, or that they were getting married. So anybody knows me, I like to pace, and I like to pace in the front window. So I was doing a lot of pacing. So Megan ordered a glass of wine, and I sighed with relief. I picked up the entire check for that evening, and I did a whew.
Not something that normally Ken would do.
No, not at all. At least it was for a little while. Although we didn't see it too much later, we were presented with a little red-black sleeper, and the rest is history.
So Ken and I just want to say a special thanks to Sean's mom, Sharon, his dad, Earl, sister Allison, and all of their extended families for welcoming Megan into your family and treating her as one of your own. We are very grateful that she has joined such a wonderful family.
Why do you guys clap all the time when Sherry talks? And then when I talk, you guys don't. Okay, now you're sucking up. All right, it's toast time. So, Sean, welcome to the family. And family is everything. Toast.
To Sean. We love you both. Thank you.
Thank you, Ken and Sherry. Next up for the speeches, let's get the best man up here, Travis Ranke.
All right. So for those who don't know me, my name's Travis. I've been Sean's good friend for over 25 years now. My wife and I, Katie, are both also proud to hold the title of Will's godparents, something that's very special to both of us. I wanted to start out by saying, Megan, you look breathtaking today. A beautiful bride deserves all the credit for planning a wedding during COVID is unbelievable, and also for putting up with Sean. I mean, bridesmaids, you all look spectacular today too. It's quite apparent throughout this whole thing how supportive you are for Megan, and it's been unbelievable. Groomsmen, you look okay. No, you clean up pretty well, boys. Sharon and Earl, you did obviously a fine job with Sean as well, because we know that is not an easy task. You should be very proud of them. So Sean and I, together over the years, obviously have played countless sports together, between hockey, soccer, basketball, softball, yeah, absolutely anything under the sun. I was his back catcher in softball as well. So, Sean, there's one thing, I'm sure a lot of people in this room have had this same phenomenon. So, when a song comes on the radio, more or less country songs, you have this amazing talent to memorize lyrics like you wouldn't believe. Your voice is, oh my God, it's unbelievably awful. You've ruined so many, you've single-handedly ruined so many country songs for me. It's amazing. It's quite remarkable. I guess I should probably dig deep and say something, supportive and nice about Sean, so here you go. Sean, you have been incredibly successful in carving out a career for yourself that is not only lucrative for a career, but also you enjoy and excel at. This is not by chance. You've worked hard for this throughout the years. You were flexible in various jobs, worked hard, and proved your worth. It's great to see that you're being recognized for others with your skills, your talents, and your work ethic. Well, if you call, playing basketball with teenagers a job, I call myself jealous, I guess. One thing, Sean, though, that, you can always count on you is for, going out for golf, I can find. You're one of the first ones, to commit, obviously pending approval from Megan, as we know. But joking aside, there's two things, Sean, two accomplishments that far outweigh anything above. It's obviously Megan, getting yourself a bride as beautiful and as her, and how you were able to do that, I don't know. And the second thing is obviously Mr. William Dallaire. The way you've taken on the parent role it's quite astonishing, quite proud of you for it. Yeah, and it's really an honor to stand by you today, and I wish the absolute most for both of you. So with that, let's raise our glasses, and here's to Sean and Megan. Cheers.
Up next, we have the maid of honor, Jordan Lalonde.
All right, so hi everyone, my name is Jordan. Today I got the special honor of standing beside Megan on her big day. I would start by thanking everyone who helped put this day together, but honestly, I think we all know that Megan deserves full credit. It's definitely no secret that events are not only your career, but your passion. Well done, this place looks absolutely stunning. So I've had the pleasure of knowing Megan since high school, back before either of us understood how to wear eyeliner or how to fix our frizzy hair. To paint the picture, it was a time of low-rise flare jeans and flip phones. As Brett mentioned earlier, Megan and I sat together in grade 9 math class, which was actually taught to us by a science teacher, or in my case, taught to me by Megan, because I had absolutely no idea what was going on. But one class turned to many, and before we knew it, we became fast friends. So I won't speak too much to funny stories from the past, A, because I am not funny at all, and B, because we were pretty lame. We spent a lot of time watching Step Brothers and turning our skin to leather out on the pool deck. I am not sure why we needed to be so tanned that summer, but to us it was the cool thing to do, and we thought we looked so good. From New York to Paris to Las Vegas, we have seen some really cool sights and shared countless fun memories over the years. So Megan has always been an amazing friend, as you can see by the size of the wedding party. Megan has no problem making new friendships or fostering old ones. I can't speak much to it, but the same looks to hold true for Sean, although slightly suspicious that half of the groomsmen are also named Sean. Meeting Sean may have brought Megan over to the dark side, or to Renfrew, as you guys call it. But there is no doubt that you guys are meant for each other. You two have made your house a home with your love for each other, your addition of Winnie, and then, of course, Will. I am super thankful you two have each other and that we are finally here on this day celebrating your marriage. Sean, I obviously can't give you much advice in the romance department, but if there's anything I have learned about my friend over the years is that she gives a lot more than she takes. So please don't forget to buy her thoughtful gifts and to take her on special dates, even if it means you need to miss a couple rounds of golf. I'm so excited you two are starting this next chapter together. I can't wait to continue doing life with you guys and to see where life takes you next. I know it will be great. So with love and happiness, cheers to you guys, Megan and Sean.
Thanks a lot, Jordan. Let's bring up beautiful bride and groom, Sean and Megan.
I've been told to say I'm not from Renfrew, I'm from Douglas.
So welcome, everyone. We really appreciate everyone in attendance. For the past almost 2 years, we've really missed out on a lot, seeing friends and family due to the C word. And it's really nice to have like at least 75 of our favorite people in the same room. So I grew up with a teacher as a mom, so I want to do a little exercise for why we're getting married the first weekend in November for the hunters, who are the real MVPs who showed up today. So I'm going to do an exercise. So, raise your hand if you're an accountant in this room. Also, raise your hand if you golf. Yeah, so we can't get married from the months of April to October. And then again, I guess, well, February to October. So choices are limited. But we want to thank obviously all the hunters that came out of the bush for this evening. Just a few quick thank yous. I hope everyone enjoyed their meal. Credits go out to the Marshes culinary team, who's led by actually the executive sous chef over at Brook Street tonight, because Brendan's attending, and Brendan would normally do it. So thank you, Chris and Chris's team. Also, thank you to Sarah and Zach, who actually were former co-workers of mine over at Brook Street, so we're in really good hands tonight, so I hope everyone really enjoyed the food. Yeah. I also want to give a shout out to Amanda from the gathering. All of my florals and decor, or most of them, were taken care of by Amanda, and she knocked it out of the park. And it's pretty incredible, the wedding industry in Ottawa. I started working at Amanda's competition in March, and when I told my boss, I was a little nervous to tell her that, like, well, one, I was getting married, and two, I hired her competition. She was like, I love Amanda, that's great. So I want to give a special shout out to my Sage family tonight, because they're here as well. They were helping Amanda today, and also to my coworker Ashley, who's been helping with all the coordination today, and Jesselyn's been acting as her assistant. So I really love you guys, and Sophie really saved my butt in March when I was really looking for a job, and I've learned so much from our team there at Sage, and I'm really happy that you guys are able to be here tonight. Anyone who's staying at Brook Street, all the team over there is fantastic. One of the guest service agents I didn't know yesterday was like, did you used to work here? She's like, because you know everyone. Maybe. So their team over there is great. Kristen and Amanda, anyone who's dealt with reservations, has been phenomenal. I think you're up next.
I think I'm up. Yeah.
Actually, sorry, I forgot. Get out of my way. I forgot to give shout out to Greyloft and Brie Marie Photography. They've been following us around all day, and according to Sean and the boys, they wouldn't be looking their best without Luke being there to chaperone earlier today. So thank you guys so much. Now it's your turn.
It's my turn. So my groomsmen have a couple bets going on. One that I was going to cry at some point during yes, and I have already lost that bet during a couple of the speeches. And the other bet is that I would stammer over my words at some point, which is might happen at some point, in all honesty. We'd really like to thank everybody who came from out of town, especially my Aunt Donna, who flew in from Edmonton with Carly and the girls and Lenny. My grandparents, Brol and Andre, who came from Niagara, and I guess Sean and Van, who came in from Toronto area. We really like to thank our grandparents for being here, being so supportive, the Gigi's, to our son Will. It's just great that he has so much support and everything like that, and I just lost the bet again.
No, that's you. It's still you.
It's still me?
Yeah.
What?
Parents.
What do I have? We'd really like to thank our parents for everything. We wouldn't have been able to be parents without our parents. You need to go.
To Sharon, from the moment I met you, you've literally welcomed me into your family with open arms. Thank you. For those who know Sharon, or for those who don't know Sharon, holidays are Sharon's thing. When we were downsizing Sharon's house last year, the average person would probably have 6 boxes of Christmas decor. Sharon has 6 boxes of St. Patrick's Day decor. Yeah. Coming with my next thing. Sharon, you've definitely taught me to be proud of where you come from. I've never met someone more proud of where they grew up. Obviously with the St. Patrick's Day stuff. But from hosting Will Showers at the Douglas Tavern to going all out at a St. Patrick's Day parade, you've truly showed me like how to celebrate other holidays besides Christmas. Sharon's always looking for new gluten-free baking recipes for me to try, and has taken on that challenge of adding me to the family with my gluten intolerance. so well and always makes sure that I have something to eat or an option if she's making something else. Sharon is the most amazing help of grandma and dog grandma to Will and Winnie. Winnie frequents the dog park in Renfrew lately, and actually people recognize Winnie on the street with us, that, oh, she goes to the dog park. But we're never with us. Sharon also usually lets Winnie out at lunch since we both work in the east end of the city now. It's amazing to see you with Will. You are the best grandma. Well, one of the best grandmas, I guess, since the boy has 5. To Earl, you have also welcomed me into your side of the family. I think the first time I met Earl, I was carrying a load of laundry from the backyard. And he's like, "You must be Megan." I'm like, "Yeah." I wasn't expecting you. You've also welcomed me into the big extended part of the Delaire side of the family. Jean and Richard have always welcomed me, sent me birthday cakes, always included me in their festivities as well. Sean's cousins, like for a long time, Will only thought he had those cousins because of COVID. You make me feel very welcomed and always test the theory to see if I'm expecting again by offering me a drink as soon as they see me. I definitely appreciate being a part of both sides of the family. Sean's grandparents on his side of the family make me feel very welcomed. Sean's grandpa Dave, actually, not that I love all of you. Sean's grandpa Dave actually came into my life at a great time, and he reminds me someone who I miss very much. So thank you, Dave. I think it's your turn.
It's my turn.
Oh no, I didn't talk about my parents. Mom and Dad, we can't begin to thank you enough. As stated in their speech, they let us move in for 6 weeks last year. And it wasn't just me moving back home, it was Will and the dog as well. My parents have taught me to be a hard worker. My mom is someone who literally works 6 days a week and takes the 7th day to spend with Will. My dad is someone who preaches, do what you love, so sell chips and also plant a potato garden in the backyard. I heard a story actually this week of a new neighbor describing my dad to a family member being like, "Oh yeah, the guy who always has a beer in his hand and a bag of potato chips." As my mom and dad also stated in their speech, the importance of friends and family is huge, and thank you for teaching me that. I didn't know it at the time, but Aunt Cheryl picking me up to go strawberry picking, spending time with my late Aunt Penny, my uncles giving me my first job, which everyone wanted that job, so thank you. My Aunt Lee and Aunt Lori, who taught me about traveling, red wine, and the life hack of fries, McDonald's fries with chocolate milkshakes. But my parents have always instilled in the 4 of us that to spend time with family. I was extremely lucky to be close with all 3 of my grandparents. And my grandfather, my Grandpa Bob, is no longer here, and we definitely miss him a lot. Like my parents said as well, my grandparents, we got married in the parish that is very important to them, a parish that they've been a part of for so many years. We also, they also taught me that friends also extend more than, or family extends more than just immediate family. It extends to neighbors, like they said, the Redmonds, Mary Dawsey, who has the best chocolate chip coffee cake if anyone wants that recipe. It's the only recipe I actually know off by heart. So thank you for that.
Yeah, I've lost this bet like multiple times now. I would really like to thank the bridal party. Ladies, you look beautiful. You're like so good to Megan. I couldn't have asked for anything better. I'd really like to thank my boys. It's like Megan said, like it's an extension of family. And well, that's why we chose Trav and Katie as godparents, and probably be the case with one of you guys afterwards if we have to have another one. Have to. You were so good to me. You went so above and beyond. I couldn't have asked for anything better. So thank you so much, guys.
To my girls, I love you all so much. I got a lot of slack for how many people, every time I said how many people were in my side, and I went 8. In the wise words of Mindy Callan, a best friend isn't just one person, it's a tier, and all 8 of you are definitely on that tier. You've all supported me throughout the years and are always a phone call, a text message, or anything away. Or some of you might have fostered me through the rough part of my 20s. Or, like my mom said, Jess is usually a phone call away. Yeah. Okay. And then, okay. So speaking on that to Sean, almost 4 years ago, you would have found me on Aaron's couch crying, drinking a box of red wine, texting Jordan. I have no idea what is up with why is my life being so horrible right now. Jess always used to say someone was just going to come into my life and I wouldn't know what hit me. Well, as a true millennial, he didn't just randomly come into my life. He popped up on my screen.
I guess that's the thing.
At the time, I was working a lot of hours over at Brook Street, and the senior event manager at the time thought I was crazy for going out on a date after a 13-hour shift. I had dinner with Eilish the following night after our first date, and she's like, "What's he like?" And I was like, "I don't really know." It only lasted 45 minutes, not because I didn't like him, but it was because I was too tired. We had a few dates, and then Sean one night with guys texted me, "Do you want to make this official?" after a few drinks. And I was like, "Please ask me in person next time you see me." But he since has never asked me actually out on a date. Our parents definitely thought we were crazy when we announced that we were moving in together, and then the next month we were bringing home a dog together, and really crazy when we announced a few months later that we were expecting Will. Sean, Jess was right. Someone did come into my life unexpectedly, has never left, and you are my best friend, my person, and I love you so much.
So I'm not really going to top that. So I really wanted to add to fuel to Trav's fire by the like, why the hell did you agree to marry me kind of thing. But I'm so happy that you did. I can't say enough about you, Megan. I'm so happy to be spending the rest of our lives together, and I love you so much, and I'm going to keep it very short. So that's it.
So to top that, we just want to make, I think people would have saw on the way in. So there's no favors tonight, but in lieu of favors, we're making a donation to my aunt's walk, which is held every year, every Christmas time in Armpire, and it benefits the Armpire Hospital. So instead of favors, we are donating to her walk. We also want to give a special shout out to Brett and Chris. You killed it.
Really good job.
Yeah. Brett, a couple months ago, was like, "Are you sure you want me to do that?" Are you sure? Do you want to forget about that? But I can't think of two other better people that could MC today. I saved you from witnessing Brett in a dress. You two have always been there for both of us in some way or shape or form. Brett used to come out on my maternity leave after his appointments just to hang out, have a coffee, and hold Will. Not a lot of guys would do that, so I really appreciate it, and I can't wait to do the same with baby Ryan in a few months. Chris, we both love you. When Sean, of one of the dinners I had at Sharon's the first time, and Sean's like, "Oh, she's Chris's cousin." Sharon goes, "Oh, did he get any quieter? He's so loud." Oh, poor you. But we love you. And thank you so much. So to wrap things up, we want to thank everyone who has celebrated with us in any way or form, from a bridal shower to buying tickets to our raffle, to attending here today, and to those who are joining us later this evening. It truly means the world to us, and we are so humbled to be surrounded by so much love today and over the past 4 years. Thank you.